We were just like traveling everywhere. And so we went to Ho Chi Minh and we went to Hanoi and we went to like Central, so like Da Nang, and we went to Bana Hills, and then we also went to Bangkok in Thailand. And okay, I don't know if I'm gonna get canceled for this, but I'm from the south. I'm like from Ho Chi Minh, south of Vietnam.
My family is also from the south. Oh, I'm born and raised in the U.S. I am Vietnamese American. Continue.
Okay, so we flew into Ho Chi Minh, the airport there, and we spent a couple days there. Like, oh, so good, cool. And then, well, one of our friends got like food poisoning, but
So
you know,
it wasn't cool for him. But you know, I had best soup of my life. I freaking love soup.
It wasn't from the food. He just like had an iced tea and did not react.
Yeah, don't
well
drink
to
the
it.
sussy water because you don't. Born and raised in America, don't have the microbiome to handle that.
Yeah, and he's also just kind of like I don't want to say a sickly person.
All right, we don't gotta.
but I feel like he just got like kind of maybe like a
bad batch.
Like a slightly worse.
Maybe they
immune
didn't
system.
wash that cup, you know.
Sure.
Yeah.
That could that's
right.
possible. And then we went to Hanoi after Ho Chi Minh, and then we worked our way down after that. And Hanoi is the capital of Vietnam. Beautiful, beautiful city.
Yeah, but
I'm not from there, and so I've been there a couple times. My uncle's there, but we did not vibe with the city. Not all the city, just there's some parts that was great. But I think it's a structurally like older city because it's like the capital. Like it's like there's less skyscrapers, I think, and like there's just like it's just more traditional. And so we went to this one like Airbnb.
we booked it and it was $5 a night for each of us. So just imagine we're like jumping at the chance because we're like, oh my god, a deal. And we were looking at this.
Yeah.
We're like, oh my gosh, pictures look fine.
Yeah.
Everything looks fine. Area's
Cute.
fine. Close enough. We get there in the middle of the night.
Oh my god, that's right.
Yeah. And immediately, smell hits us in the face. And we're like, this is... the thing is actually, no one says a thing about the smell. Not one.
Yeah.
Not one of us. We're like just, going about
Yeah.
the thing, like getting you ready to do the next thing.
It also was like it had like 3 bedrooms too.
Yeah.
So then we were all, so it was like a good place,
But-
I get layout wise.
Yeah.
But
Again, but it's ventilated everywhere, so it's not really like walls. Like you can kind of what I'm saying
Kinda
is
like
the smell
yeah.
permeates throughout the whole thing. So I was taking a shower, and that's when I see a pile of mold in the corner. It was so disgusting. And then so we're all just in our heads like this for hours. We're just like, okay, it's fine, like it's fine, we'll deal with it. At the end of the night, when we're laying our head on our pillows, right? Can't sleep. None of us could sleep. And so we all
called a
congregate.
meeting, a council meeting.
Into a room, and we're like, hey guys, so the smell is really bad, and I think we need to leave. I don't think they washed the pillow sheets because they smelled like sweat. And I wanted to cry. And you know that if you're the green Yao Sin Yao.
oh yeah, yo,
Mhm.
yes, yo san, yes,
Sun.
the eagle
The
green
eagle.
oil, yeah.
To try to mask
Oh my god.
the smell. Her sister was like, guys, I think I'll put a dab this under my nose because I can't stand this. And I was like, girl, give me some of that, because same. It was actually the worst smell I've ever smelled in my life, and I'm not exaggerating. I do exaggerate a lot of things. I won't lie. Like it's just fun that way. But this, I'm not.
I also think that it's just the fact that like it's not like like if there's a bad smell, you kind of like smell and you go past it, but this, you just kind of like sitting marinating in the smell, and it's just there, so it's worse every passing second that pass. So by the end, we were just like, no, we can't do this. And so like in the middle of the night, we were just kind of like booking another place, hoping it won't smell. And so we went to another place.
The ride there.
And the ride there is a story in and of itself. So there, so there's 6 of us, right? So me, like, friends, and then my sister also came as well. And so we're like, okay, we'll split like 3 and 3 because we have luggages, all this stuff. And so me, her, and like my boyfriend, we took like what's equivalent of like a cab ride there, and then the other 3 people, my sister and my 2 other friends, took another, and our 2 other friends,
a grab,
yeah. And then when we're in this cab ride, we walk in and like I guess everything, because we're just like, okay, finally we're getting out of like mold smell. We're like, okay, great.
And up until this point, every time we get into a grab, because I'm Vietnamese, right? Like I can understand like very, very basic words. So I always try to avoid sitting in the front. But for some reason we were rushing, and I end up in the front seat. Continue.
And so we're like in this cab ride, and like normally it's fine. Normally they're chill. They don't say anything. They just drive. But this guy with like the thickest like northern Vietnamese accent was like, it started talking to Sarah, and he was just saying stuff.
And I don't know what he's saying, because like I'm late. It's late at night. I'm tired. It's friggin' stinky that I just witnessed.
Right.
And I didn't have brain power to like hear what he was saying. And so, when you don't really understand it, someone's talking a different language, you kind of just like, smile and nod.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what else are you supposed to do?
Yeah.
I don't.
And he kept talking, and then he asked questions like, oh, are you Vietnamese? Like, why are you not responding? And then, so I said something. I was just like, oh yeah, like she's in me, but she didn't grow up here. And then he started just like being really mean and was like, well, like she looks fat, and like clearly, well, she's not even Vietnamese then, because she can't even speak Vietnamese, and like she eats like whatever. And then we're just like, what the hell is going on? And so I kind of told him like, well, yeah, whatever. I was just, I don't know. I don't honestly remember what I said, but I kind of said in an attitude. I was like, well, she didn't grow up here, so what do you expect her to do? Like that kind of like that line.
What am I supposed to do here, guys, in this situation?
Yeah, like, what do you want from me? What do you want from us right now?
I think he just wanted to vent, honestly. He's a sad old grandpa and didn't.
And he's bald also, right? And he's bald. Okay, this is...
And also, he wasn't in the best shape either, so I don't think he should be judging me. Anyway. Oh, he was saying like... No, he wasn't. He's saying like, oh, like back in my day, we didn't even have enough food to be that fat, whatever.
And I was like, what is happening right now? What? Are you not providing us a service right now? Like, what's happening? It was just so odd. And then in the middle of the ride, he pulled out... It's 11 p.m. at night. He pulled out a hat and he put it
completely
on.
Stopped talking. Completely stopped talking. And me and her boyfriend were just kind of like...
Like, and he put on a cap, and I'm like,
and I'm just in the front seat, like not knowing anything that he's saying. Like, I didn't know any of this until she told me after the fact. Like, I thought he was just saying stuff, and I was like, oh yeah. Like, I was smiling. He's probably calling me fat and all these things. I'm like, like, yeah. Map to lose. And I just didn't know. And I'm just smiling and having the best time.
Yeah, and then we got out, and then so honestly, the place that we booked, like I think it was like a little bit further away, or something like that. There was like some other instructions, but we just wanted to get out of this cab ride. I was just like, no, we need to go. And it's like sprinkling, like it's like not raining, but it's like sprinkling, and we're like dragging our like luggages
through the streets of Nam.
And we were just like, okay, like where is this like Airbnb that we just booked? Like, I'm trying to call people, and like I'm just like, okay, and it's just at this
distance. In the distance, we hear.
So there's like guy in his house or garage or something, like singing super high, like loud karaoke about this song that is like a breakup song that she's like I'm sorry, like I'm sorry 1,000 times
with so much emotion, and he was playing that song on repeat, guys. It was honestly a vibe.
It was a vibe
because it was raining and like it was dark. He was selling it. But
Meanwhile, that was happening to us. On the other for the other 3 people on their Grab ride, the guy with the weakened immune system, right? One of our friends, he lost his backpack or something. And then so like we're in the rain trudging through, and then I get a phone from my sister, like call from my sister, and he's like, "Oh, we lost his backpack, we lost his luggage, like we have to like wait for it." I'm like, "Oh my god, oh no, like this night cannot get any worse." And so I finally find the people. We go up to the room, and then but we're waiting for them because like they had. I think what happened is they went on a Grab, and then no. When we got back to the house, Will forgot his backpack in the cab, and so they realized that, so they had to like call him and like find him to find the backpack. So I mean, they did end up finding the backpack, which is like a very chaotic experience for every single person that night. So
fun stuff.
Yeah, I think like a day or 2 after that, we like went to a different city, and then it was just like the weather was so much nicer and everything, and we had a tour, so it was just like
everything was taken care
good
of.
hotels and good food and everything. But that was just a memory
that I will never forget. A smell that I will never forget. Stinky Hanoi.
And then isn't that like when we went to like the new Airbnb, like they didn't have like a washer and dryer, so we were just like hanging our clothes in front of the fan all night. Yeah. It was a very Southeast Asia experience.
It was so fun though.
Yeah.
So fun.
I think all of us at one point or another like got to our limits on that trip.
But super honestly, like I would not go if I didn't have her or like a translator, because what the heck, I'm gonna get scammed and kidnapped. I fear. I am way too gullible.
I think that's just, yeah.